Day 5. Today, I feel free. Really, what I'm speaking to is my wholeness. And that has just been a beautiful reflection and experience in relation to this weight. I have been single and celibate for majority of my 20s. I'm now at the big 3-0, the new decade, the new beginning, and I am ready to kind of come out of my cave. This feeling is so welcomed and it's so necessary in being whole, in being able, in being capable, in being authentic in yourself. You need nothing. I don't need anyone to tell me or to be my best friend. I am my own best friend. The weight is about having collected hope, faith, and love, all in this real intimate relationship with the one and only God who is I am. Now just being still enough to wait on his promises to come to pass. When I was gathering all the oil, so what's oil? Oil is like courage, it's strength, it's resolve, it's resilience, it's so much, especially when you've come through heartbreaking experiences. I'm not a victim. Not a victim at all. I have chosen to love myself, and in loving myself, if that means separating myself from certain things and ways of thinking, then I have to go full throttle with that. Being a daddy's girl, I'm not lonely at all because I'm free to be with the one who loves me and the one I love. I've practiced intimacy. I've learnt what intimacy is in this long-term relationship with God, where he's been my provider, my director, my provision, my protector. He's been everything. I'm leaving him to cleave to what I believe is my husband, who he's told me as a sure word is here, like he's coming, and I'm like, oh. It's been very important for me not to go in thinking with old ways and with a renewed mind and guarded heart, that I don't have to be accommodating to things that I would have been before in my people-pleasing nature. I'm an empath. I can see people before they see themselves. I can see it, I can hear it, I can feel it. I've been on dating websites. I'm a very highly sensitive person, and guarding my heart is so important in this experience. I know who I am now, and so I'm not just looking for anyone, I'm looking for my someone. Yesterday, or whatever the case is, I had like a peak moment where I'd met someone on this very intentional, intelligent dating website. Long story short, we were talking and there was things I was picking up on and I was vibing with. And I just like to realize, like, this isn't what true intimacy is though. Whole way of dating in this world is like just like connecting with someone, but I want to like flow with someone. We were talking, we had planned a date and everything, and we had such similar interests, but it came time to ask those hard questions. Am I free from being an empath? Am I actually willing to be more compassionate, not only to him, but to myself in this process? And for me, compassion is taking it that one step further and actually like teaching people how to help themselves. So you're not just getting down in the mud with them and just like, you know, being sympathetic or empathetic. No, you're actually like wise enough to be able to help them through the darkness with your light. I had to start asking hard questions before I would actually show up in person. I know that this way of dating is so like unconventional, but for me, this is just what it is, because I am not going to put myself out there to be hurt again. So anyway, had to start asking hard questions, and I was able to draw lines. That's massive for me because I have dealt with rejection, I've dealt with abandonment, I've dealt with so much in my trauma and coming out of it, that to be free enough to hold my own and to be free enough to honor myself and appreciate myself and know that I'm the prize, as they are, but I am a prize all by myself. How are you going to respond if they don't take to it? I didn't care. I didn't care. And that was very freeing. It was so freeing. That all being said, I was ready to call it quits. To my surprise, he was quite well responsive to it. So I was like, okay, there's freedom here, and there's also meeting in the middle, there's compromise and things like that. And that's a really beautiful experience to go through once you've come out of your kind of fears of what dating is, and that you would be misunderstood or people won't accept you as you are. I am my own best friend. I love myself. So this for me is like such a mentally fit place to be in. I am whole, I am healed, I am free, and I am moving. Like, this promise is such a sure word, and I can see it happening all around me, that I'm just grateful. Expectations aren't really there when you expect and then you're heartbroken, and then you expect and then you don't see what you kind of need being returned. But I have expectations and I have demands and I have needs, relational needs, and it's so peaceful to be in this place where if they're not met, I'm good. I'm happy today. I feel lighter. Day 5 is the day of grace, and I have been graceful not only to them but myself, and I'm just so pleased with my progress in this wait.